Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Today we're going to be continuing our series of the Facets of Life. This is episode 53 of the Daily 180, and today we're going to be talking about the fourth facet, which is mental emotional. Mental emotional are, it may seem like it's supposed to be two different facets, but really they are two sides of the same aspect or the same facet of life. That facet is our inner life, the life that for the most part we generally tend to keep hidden away from other people. The mental facet deals with the way that we look at things, the way we think about things, and think about the world around us. Do we approach situations in life with curiosity or with a defensiveness? Do we approach those things with an opportunity of trying to learn more about them, to reason out what we see, to think logically, to do some research and find out new pieces of information? Or do we do it from a standpoint of trying to defend assumptions that we've already made or things that we've already held to for a significant period of our lives? Neither is necessarily better or worse than the other. It's just a question of how do we approach things? Where do we draw the line for the things that we will allow for new things that we explore, new things that we're going to be curious about, and where do we just want to reinforce what we've already learned and make sure that we understand maybe perhaps how those new pieces or those old pieces impact new situations that we might be finding ourselves. That's the mental piece. Then there's the emotional piece. The emotional piece is all about how we feel about the world. Do we look at things with an optimistic attitude, or are we a little bit more pessimistic? Do we have a tendency to see things as positive and look for the good in the world around us, or do we tend to look for opportunities to say, this is going to be a problem and maybe I'd better hide from all of the things that I'm looking for? As you can see, they run hand in hand. Typically, an individual who is a little more reactionary may also be a little bit more defensive and a little bit more pessimistic. Whereas an individual who has significant curiosity may find themselves being a little bit more optimistic. This is the inner life. Yesterday we talked about the physical life, the external situations that we find ourselves in. Today we're talking about the inner life. Together, they really form the foundation of who we are, of ourselves, and how we interact with the rest of the world. Call to action for today. You know what? Take something that you've been curious about and learn a little bit about it. Use that to stimulate the mental side and find somebody that you care about and let them know how much you feel, how good you feel about them. Maybe even write down in a journal something positive that happened to you in the day to reinforce some optimism. This has been the Daily 180. I'm Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.